I would call cosmetic. Although I'd also fill it up.
Okay.
Fill it in. But it's cosmetic because it's really a decorative
Piece.
It's not holding up the roof or the structure of the house or anything. It's just a cosmetic thing that, when you find a house, I'm going to guesstimate this house is about 20, 25 years old.
Yep.
And any 20, 25-year-old home is going to have, they're going to, any home has to have constant maintenance. A brand new one, hopefully not much. But as they get older, you've got, painting issues, and issues like I just showed you with that crack. I'm going to take another walk around. Now, another thing is, too, I can see, I wonder how long the house has been vacant. Any idea?
They said that they went out of state for some medical issues. They didn't specify how long they've been gone.
Because I see leaves in the gutters. The one thing that can wreck a roof more than anything, other than wind and age, are trees that are laying on the roof.
Okay.
Now, these trees are not laying on the roof, but I guarantee you by the end of the summer, they're going to have to be trimmed, which isn't a big deal with this tree. But those gutters need to be cleaned as well, because what happens is that when it really rains down here, we have a couple of months of heavy rain. As you can see, that gutter is going to get dammed up. The water's, because there's so much stuff in there. And what happens is when it gets dammed up like that, the water is going to come over this way, and it's going to go behind it. Behind it's the worst thing, because it'll get soaked up into the roof, and there could be sheathing damage and stuff like that. So the major thing is we don't want trees on the roof and clean the gutters. And if we can keep it like that all the time, they're not going to have any problem.
Perfect.
Oh, what I was going to tell you is about the wind mitigation, too. I don't know if I went into that.
Wind mitigation?
Wind mitigation. And that is the insurance companies, they found out when Hurricane Andrew came by in '91 that certain roofs survived better than others. This is what we call a hip roof. So as you notice, let me see, that house over there, see it comes to a peak at the side? That's a gabled roof. Those are the ones that had most of the problems during a heavy windstorm, because it's not braced enough down there, and if it's a real bad storm like Hurricane Andrew was, what happened is that bottom part would fly out, all the wind would get into the roof and blow the roof off, and then the house is toast.
Oh, wow.
But you see, this one doesn't have that. This one is what we call a hip roof, and they're going to get a discount on their insurance just because of that.
Good.
So I can do a wind mitigation study for them. So far it looks real good for that.
Good.
But I'll get into that a little bit later. This is an old condenser. I haven't seen one of these in years. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. We're going to find out. In fact, I thought I did turn it on, but maybe the breaker wasn't on. I was trying to identify the date on it, but I think all I could do is say it's a George Washington model. I suspect it's the original on the house.
Okay.
But
looks like it would be.
Yeah. This looks like an electrical
outlet they had at one time.
Removed. So where in Colorado did you live?
Boulder.
Oh. You ski?
Yes. I love to ski.
I did too. We used to go up there a lot, flying to Denver and go to the